My name is Daisy Figueroa, BU Law, class of 2021. I became a lawyer to understand the systems and the institutions that don't necessarily serve people that come from my background or that look like me. Immigrants and kids of immigrants were used to doing what we do with what we have and never asking for more. And it's about time people start asking for what they're entitled to. I absolutely love my parents. My parents are the reason I am who I am and where I am. I grew up in a very small one-room apartment in Southeast LA. I renovated my parents' bedroom. 6 of us shared a bedroom for a very long time, and I renovated it to occupy 2 people instead of 6. So instead of bunk beds, we got rid of everything, we remodeled everything, we painted everything, and we gave them a 2-person bedroom. It finally came to the reveal day. I never thought that the reaction was going to be what we got. And I was so overwhelmed with gratitude to be able to witness such moments, to be able to provide for my parents in ways that they provided for me my entire life. People started reaching out to us like, oh my God, this was also me. We realized we can really do some good if we expand this project into a nonprofit organization. We founded Hood Renovations in 2020. At the peak of the pandemic, it was very important for us to stay at home. And I think that discrepancies in our housing systems were very much highlighted as far as what it meant to stay at home. We realized that we didn't have to do a lot to make a big impact. I never in a million years thought that my parents' room would resonate with so many people. My story would resonate with so many people. It's stories that we don't talk about because they're so shamed upon in society and how we grew up. This whole notion of the American dream is to have spaces, and unfortunately, a lot of us don't. I know what it is to not have a desk. So when we were able to design these desks that took up very minimal space, but still provided a space for kids to do their work in, that made a huge difference. I know that that would have made a huge difference for me growing up. We've installed over 60 desks at this point. That space was non-existent before we came in. If you would have told me a couple of years ago that I would have ended up at Boston University studying law, I would have never believed you. I was able to go to school in a place where I felt supported, which I think is not often the case, especially in law school, especially for a first-gen baby like me. I'm very proud to be from Southeast LA. And because of that, I think that moving into law school and going into a professional space, it's really hard to kind of carry your identities. The HMBA recognition truly validated the fact that I can be a lawyer, but still be a member of my community that I'm very proud to be of. Having acquired these skills at BU and having acquired all this knowledge has helped me legitimize my organization, but at the same time has helped me inform people in my community about what their rights are. I never knew that tenants had rights. I'm really looking forward to expanding Hood Renovations on the Boston side. I know this work is needed, so I look forward to seeing how we grow. This isn't charity work for me. It's very personal because the love has always been very homegrown. It's been very organic because this is where I come from. And I plan to continue doing it as much as I can, to the ability that I can, for as long as I can. And in doing so, I hope to make a difference for people, again, that look like me and come from the neighborhoods that I come from.